All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Tuesday, December 17th, set today by our friend from Birmingham, Brummy. Let's see what Brummy has for us today. Top stated means of getting mobile after a fall. So that's very strange wording at the beginning. I'm wondering if top stated might be the top letter of stated, and so this begins with an S, followed by means of getting mobile. But then it would mean after a fall. Well, fall could be autumn, so winter, but or the definition might be top, and then maybe it's a homophone for means of getting mobile. No, I'm not saying it. Let's try the downs. House lacks south wing. What a surprise. Must be a word, something, an exclamation, what a surprise. I don't know what you'd say, well, or... But I think we're going to start with a word for house, or house, and then I suppose being a down clue, it will lose its bottom letter would be the south wing. I'm going to pause. There's some machinery outside my window. My goodness, that was loud. Oh, they've started up again, but hopefully you can't hear them. Oh, all right. I have no idea about this one. I thought about it while I was paused. Oh, here they come again. All right, there's not one, not two, but three leaf blowers outside in the neighborhood. At least they're not right outside my house at the moment. I mean, I like Lou Reed's Metal Machine music as much as the next guy, but that's unbearable. Anyway, moving on. Cross Siberia, traveling with Communist League vans. I don't know why, but for some reason that one tickles me. I do know the vanguard, or van for short, is the front of something. So, and traveling, I think we've seen before, is an anagram indicator. So I'm thinking we anagram Siberia with CL to get cross. I'm not seeing anything. I'm wondering if it's cross as in a hybrid. We do have the bi prefix. Or traversal. Ooh, we do have ERSAL. But what's left over? We'd have two eyes. No, that doesn't seem right. All right, a way to interrupt female only set. Well, a way would usually be a street, AST, and if that interrupts female, then that would mean the definition is only set. Could it be female only? I'm thinking of a hen party. And if you put AST inside of hen, you get hasten. But I don't think hasten would mean set. No, I don't see that. Ooh, we have a 15-letter one. They weren't very good for me yesterday, but let's try today. Point at which weight is concentrated equals V. V for velocity? No, that's 8 letters. Well, center of gravity, I think, is the point around which a weight is, I don't know if I'd say concentrated, but V then is the center letter of gravity. All right, so that's a fairly straightforward one, thank goodness. Let's try these. Moon shot, college is game. Well, shot can be an anagram indicator, although there's not too many anagrams of moon. Oh, yeah, and we've seen before a college is a polytechnic or a poly for short, and putting those together you get monopoly. All right, sulfur extracted from beyond Earth is rich. Oh, I need to know the chemical symbol for sulfur. I would guess Su, but no, I think that might be something else. No, how about factory in lane? Possibly one of a modern generation. Yeah, I don't get that. Let's go back to the acrosses. Advance to be doubled. You don't mean that surely. So I think it's going to be a word being doubled, and I'm thinking come, come. Yeah, if you tell someone to advance, you're telling them to come towards you. All right, so now our sulfur extracted from beyond Earth is rich. No, I don't get that. Are my possibly one of a modern generation? No. Dash on hearing rehearsal. I think we may have a homophone for a rehearsal. Thinking run through. Ooh, something run, first run. But dash. Dash on hearing, maybe? Maybe it's not a homophone. Dress rehearsal. Do they say a dress run? No, not getting that. That is awfully mean to put one out. That is awfully. That is i.e. anagrammed with mean, awfully mean. No, I don't get that one either. Bright red, tool on reversing crane. I'm thinking it might be a shade of bright red. And we put a tool on. Is it simply the word crane backwards or some other thing that is a crane? No, I don't see that one either. It indicates action of lover boy's heart. Okay, maybe it indicates action is the definition. Lover boy, oh, it would be Romeo, maybe? Romeo's heart, the middle letters of, maybe the middle letters of, oh, yeah, so it's in the middle of the phrase lover boy, you have a verb, which definitely indicates action. All right, one joining Plato in discursive medium. Oh, it might be I'm thinking an oil paint, maybe, could be a medium. Yeah, so Plato in, discursive telling us to anagram Plato in, and then we have to put an I for one joining that. There we go. Cancelled electronic dial for the present. Yeah, so I think it's going to be the present. I presume it's going to be an ing. In fact, I think dial might be ring. Electronic can be E. So we then would need a three-letter word for cancelled. And it's going to mean the present. But yeah, I still don't know if it's the present as a gift or the present as in right now. No. apologies again if you're hearing all of that noise in the background. I hope the mic isn't picking it up. All right, disclosure taken by peer. No, I don't see that one. Astounding, inspiring. Well, we often see inspiring in wordplay referring to the meaning of taking in a breath or taking something inside. So I'm thinking this might be breathtaking. So astounding, but literally breathing in. All right, modern means of hooking up, it should catch well. All right, I think they're trying to put in a modern reference here. I think they're referring to Tinder as a modern means of hooking up, and Tinder to start a fire, it should catch well. Catch fire. Juvenile leads in iconic musical needing to grow up. So I think juvenile is the definition. The lead letters in iconic musical are I am, and to grow up would be to mature. So needing is just a joining word there, I think. Technological aspects of farming sparking angry mood almost. We've had a word before, I think, for agri something or rather. Angry mood almost, but I don't remember what that was. Agri-science, agri-business. All right, how about force of habit, eating last of tiramisu? I think it might be force as the definition, and then a word for habit goes around the last letter of tiramisu. But I don't see that. All right, back to the across, or the downs, I should say. Oh, that was our factory. Oh, ballet, etc. Fragments prior to change. I'm wondering if it could be ballet, etc. And then fragments prior has to be anagrammed. Yeah, fragments is 9, prior is 5, so that has to change. I think we may have ing here. Let's try the anagram helper for the first time today. Oops, of course, it doesn't matter what order I type the letters, so long as I get the right ones. Performing arts, of course. All right. Where did I go wrong? I have to watch the replay of that one. All right, gorilla at play that has an enormous bite. I think it's an anagram of gorilla at. We play those letters and we get, I think, an alligator for another animal. Success with female, initially triumphing, only so far. Success could be win, female, F, or she. Initially, oh, female, yeah, is it going to be female initially giving us an F or initially triumphing giving us a T? Only, only might be a charade word. And then the definition would be so far. I'm thinking like a with, well, we have with in the clue. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Caught on camera, covered in PVC. So I think it's a double definition where caught on camera is filmed, and maybe if you're covered in PVC, you're covered in film, so you might be said to be filmed, hence the question mark. Sound made by car old. Well, car make Audi, and then O for old to give audio. All right, we've looked at everything once. Of course, habit might be your dress, and with the U it becomes duress. Yeah, I think this might be agronomy. Yeah, so I think it might be an anagram of angry moo. I'm surprised they didn't use that, but mood almost telling us to drop the last letter. All right. Oh, hitherto, of course. As success is a hit, female is her, and then initial letters of triumphing only. There we go. Ah, cancelled. Of course, if a show is cancelled, it is off. Oops. And my goodness. And then a present you give someone might be an offering. All right, disclosure taken by peer. Is it, oh, a lord would be a peer, but I don't know how that would be disclosure taken. No, I don't see that. Could be a lady, I suppose, but don't see that either. All right, we do have some letters that can support it being Siberia CL, and it should mean cross. Oh, I think it's kind of end in ABLE, maybe? Yeah, I'm not seeing rail. No, I don't think so. Oh, irascible. So it's the other kind of another kind of cross I didn't think about. If you're angry or irritated, you might be, and let's see if I can spell it. I think that's right. All right, let's try our, oh, bright red. Oh, I was going to say canary, but that's canary yellow. On reversing crane. Bright red. Cherry. A crane, of course, can be a cherry picker. And so the bright red is cherry. And I suppose, is there a tool called a picker? Not sure I've heard of that. All right. Oh, I'm thinking, yes, I'm thinking if something is rich, you can say if something is funny, oh, that's rich. It's comic. So beyond Earth is cosmic, therefore sulfur must simply be S. All right. One of these days I'll memorize my periodic table. All right, that is awfully mean. Oh, I'm wondering if that is. Could be namely. So we have awfully mean, an anagram of mean, and then ly to put one out. Yeah, I don't get where the ly is coming from. It's the end of awfully. put one out. No. So maybe it's not namely, but if it is, our factory in Lane, possibly one of a modern generation. Oh, a millennial, I think, would be one of a modern. Ooh, my goodness, millennial. So we have an anagram of lane, in lane, maybe. What's our factory? No, oh, a mill, I think. Ah, yeah, so a factory is a mill. In lane possibly is an anagram of in lane. And then we get our millennial. All right, disclosure taken by peer. Oh, peer, of course, could be just to look. Um, no, I'm not thinking of that at the moment. This was our dash on hearing rehearsal. Is it going to be dash as in running or a dash of HP sauce? Dash of, or dash at all? No. And we don't have any letters yet for our what a surprise. Means of getting mobile. After a, maybe, and maybe the definition is fall. Could it be an ing word again? Then this would begin with a G. Set. Gather, or I do like it having AST in the middle. Let me pause and think if it's not hasten. Fasten, maybe to set something to fasten it. But then how is FEN? F is female, then where's the EN coming from? Let me pause. Oh, and I something F would not be a very likely ending. Let me pause and think. I was on the right lines, except it's not a street, it's a road. And I suppose if cement sets, it hardens. Ooh, so now ICH, or I think more likely ISH. Top stated means of getting mobile after a fall. Oh, maybe it is a way of getting mobile now. I was thinking of something like a walker or wheelchair, but it's just after a fall, so it has to be some play on fall. If the definition is top, then to top can be to beat somebody, vanquish. Stated means of getting mobile. No. Ooh, this must be a something run. Um, Yes, so I think a rehearsal can be a trial run. And so a hearing can be a court hearing, a trial. You put a word for dash on that run. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right, what a surprise. Oh, could that be Lord? Oh, yes, the House of Lords. And it lacks south, not as in the last letter, I think, but as in S for south. And that is a wing of the word, one of the outer letters. I like that. Oh, yeah, so maybe that isn't an S necessarily. And I do wonder if it might be whatever the wordplay is coming after A. Let me pause and see if I can think of a word. AL. All right, I ran through the alphabet for the first letter and couldn't think of any words that fit. I missed out on sleigh. I did have to go to wordplays.com to see what words had the L, I, and H, and sleigh. So I think the definition is a means of getting mobile after a fall, implying a fall of snow. So it's a very seasonal clue. But then top stated, I think it's saying it's a homophone. I'm wondering if it's a homophone of SLAY, but sleigh, top stated. No, I don't quite understand that. All right, just our disclosure taken by peer. All right, let me pause and see what this might be. All right, well, I was just thinking, okay, probably an E there, LEA, leaf, and then I thought of leak. Obviously, a disclosure of information might be a leak, and so it's not a peer of the realm, but a peer. So, typical Guardian humor. All right, let's check all. Everything is still there. All right, that wasn't too bad today, but let's head over to 15 squared and get a couple of these explained. All right, the blog today is by Lunapic. Thought it was going to be tough, but crossing letters, put in answers first with parsing coming in later. A leak took me a wee while to see the light. Very good. Once I saw sleigh, yeah, that was my tricky one. All right. Oh, to top somebody, of course, can be to murder them. I forgot that slang. Yes, that makes sense. And then, namely, to put one out is to put is to lay. And I was thinking of some word that you'd drop an I for one. Of course, I forgot you can also have A for one. And I think those were the only two I didn't fully understand, although, of course, it's possible I got to some of them the wrong way. Anyway, forgot about top being kill, yeah. Leak held out in the end. Yeah, so it looks like a lot of people had the same last ones that I did. But I think people enjoyed. It was fun. Very good crossword. Oh, somebody gave it away. Yeah, that's why I try not to look at the Guardian's crosswords. You'll notice I try not to scroll down to see them because I think people can sometimes, even if they don't give the answer, just saying anything about it to me is, yeah, you shouldn't do that. But anyway, or certainly I shouldn't look at the comments until I've finished. All right, well, I did enjoy that, and I got there with not too much difficulty. All right, thanks as always for watching, and have a great day.